Equations with variables. Consider the following equation: 2x plus 12 equals 18. You know this is an equation because it uses an equal sign to join two expressions. The first expression has two terms. The first term is a variable multiplied by a coefficient, 2, and the second term is a constant, 12. The expression on the other side of the equal sign is just a constant, 18. To find the solution, you have to figure out what number can be substituted for the variable to make the equation true. Look at the problem and make a good guess about what the value might be. Since 12 is pretty close to 18, we probably need a smaller number for the variable. Let's try 2. Substitute 2 for x and see if the equation is true. Substituting the value 2 for the variable did not make the equation true because the value of the first side is 16 and that is not equal to the 18 on the other side. Note that the equals symbol with the line drawn through it means not equal. Because the final equation was not true, you know that x does not equal 2. You need to try a different value for the variable. Since substituting x equals 2 led to 16, which is too low, you need to try a larger number. How about 3? That works. Substituting the value 3 for the variable allowed both sides of the equation to have the same value, so the statement is true. The solution to the problem is x equals 3. Let's try another example that shows how this works in a real-world situation. Brian made 36 muffins. He wants to give an equal number of muffins to 4 neighbors and still have a dozen left for his family breakfast. He writes an equation to figure out how many muffins he can give to the neighbors. In the equation, the variable, n, represents the number of muffins that Brian can give to his neighbors, and the coefficient, 4, shows the number of neighbors who will receive that unknown number of muffins, n. The solution to the equation is the value of n, which shows the number of muffins that Brian can give to each neighbor. Brian first estimates that he can give 8 muffins to each of his neighbors. Substituting the value 8 for the variable did not make a true equation, so n is not equal to 8. Because giving 8 muffins to neighbors didn't leave enough muffins for the family, Brian needs to try a smaller number. How about 6? Substituting the value 6 for the variable made both sides of the equation the same, so the statement is true and the solution is n equals 6. Brian can give 6 muffins to each neighbor. This method of finding the value of a variable is called systematic substitution. It is a method for solving equations that involves thinking logically. You've taken a big step in mastering equations with variables. Keep challenging yourself, and soon, solving equations will feel like second nature. Happy problem solving!